what do you think about Sugar's recent comment on that he doesn't considering it a loss mentally and stuff? Do you think a fighter should take it that way? You think a fighter should take it as if like it wasn't a loss, or he should just take it as a loss, move on, learn from it, and just worry about the next fight and not try to make excuses? Like, what's your take on that? Because a lot of fighters have lost respect for him for just not owning up to the fact you beat him, bro. You beat him. You know, he needs to take his loss and move on.
I would say this. If a guy is full of excuses, the guy is a pussy. You know, he's not a real man. I wouldn't even go in the real martial artist role, because that will go deep, very deep in that side. But talking about as a man, as somebody that you decide to be a prize fighter and do this for a living, and you take a loss, and then you're bitching around and you're putting all these kind of excuses, you know, it just show how big of a bitch you are. And I don't mind that. Good for him being a bitch, you know. He just make it easy for the next guys that will fight him, you know, because people will know that he don't really. He's not a real fighter. Like, I know one thing. I'm a real fighter.
Yeah.
If we are in a backyard and you talk shit to me, I'm not going to talk to you. I'm gonna punch in the face.
Yeah.
So I know what I train for. I know what I live for. So I stand by my rules. And you know, I lost before, and I'm telling you, I did have excuses in some of those losses. But guess what? I don't throw it. I don't expel that to the world, because even if you have an excuse, it's your fault for let that excuse happen, for let that person guy you run, for let, I don't know. I'm just making things happen. Like,
no, I know what you mean.
For let your emotions get to your head. Even if you have an excuse, it's your fault. So take it like a man or a bitch forever.
I mean, just like you hear, I mean, you never hear fighters, you know, in their post-fight when they lost talk about, I guess you do sometimes, but I was sick and I was injured and all that. It's like it happens all the time. It happens all the time. Yeah. But us as fighters, like, we have to accept it and we have to take our loss. And it hurts sometimes because we were injured and we were sick and we just had a breakup and we got a divorce and we had a problem, whatever the case. But because of those reasons, you can't cry. Like, as a fighter, you have to be that alpha. So it's like you have to take it. And I don't think he's learned that lesson yet. I think that's going to be something he's going to have to learn now when he's getting the heat for what he said.
He's gonna keep fighting now. You know, if he don't learn now, he's gonna keep fighting now. And then I'm not interested in fighting him. There's no rematches at this level in the UFC. If I win and he win in the future, yeah. But if we're talking about rematches, I will fight 100% the Chinese guy, because that guy owed me a win, and I will stop if we fight again. And again, I'm not even interested in that one. I'm moving forward in the ranking, so I don't need. There's no need to look down. So I'm good there. But you know, this is silly. It's just silly. It shows how big of a bitch you are, and also shows how run your environment is. You don't need to surround yourself with people that kiss your ass all day. You can also surround yourself with people that tell you you're the best thing in the world, and because this sport is real.
Yeah.
Once you find out, you will find out. So
it's honest.
It's honest. My honest thing is that everybody that is in my corner, everybody that trains with me, none of that people is kissing my ass. None of that people is telling me what I want to hear. I just want honest opinion and real people around me, because it's the only way to make it to the top and be a world champion one day. If somebody is, you know, kissing ass, that person will never train with me. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, for sure.
Real quick, with Mike Swick.